Thanks for joining me for another Few with You. This video is just a cool tip, trick with WordPress and anybody using WooCommerce. I've been using this plugin a lot, and every once in a while when I find a really cool plugin that's super fluid, I like to share it so it will help other people. So check this out. This is a little bit in depth, so if you don't have WooCommerce and or have a WordPress, this is completely not applicable to you, so disregard. But check this out. We just recently launched a site here locally for a client, and it's an e-commerce in addition to the other bells and whistles. But they wanted some pretty unique checkout process, and you'll see they wanted not only the billing details, but for the gift cards, they needed the shipping address because not everyone's buying a gift card for themselves. So what's really neat, it's for those that have worked in WooCommerce before, you know that it can get a little bit like a pain in the butt because it can require some CSS for the actual checkout pages and things of that nature. So I was able to find, been using this plugin, and it is called Woo Checkout Field Editor Pro. It's pretty neat. It's free, which is even more cool. And download it, activate it. You'll notice that it goes to the plugin list, and with this particular plugin, you're just going to go straight to settings. In the settings area, what I like about this too is it's just like really neat to use for the back admin area. So once it's there, it may take a little bit of trial and error. I'm trying to get save that for you, but this is all stuff that's already kind of pre-built within WooCommerce that's going to request stuff upon checkout. Usually this is the billing field, there's a shipping field, and then additional fields. For this particular client, they wanted to have the billing fields have the additional shipping requests because WooCommerce was not populating the shipping fields when it was just in a gift card, because it's a intangible product, meaning like they didn't have a shipping method tied to it, etc. So what we did here is I downloaded this plugin, and I then went to add a field, and the fields are really neat. So the generic stuff that comes with usually the WooCommerce, once you develop it, most of you guys know you've got your billing details, information, etc. But where things got a little bit trickier is that I wanted to make a customized area that required the customer to say, hey, my shipping address isn't the same as my billing, and I do want to send it to somewhere different, because once again, the majority of people that are buying these online are sending them to people that are their friends or family. So this is where the customization came in. We went here, we went to add field, and when you're adding the field, you can select whether it's going to be text and or select. Select is obviously what this is, and then text is just going to have the generic request as far as like the name, the title, and then the placeholder. So when filling it out, the name is something for the internal purposes so that you know as a developer what it's reflecting. The label is what the person's going to see, and then the placeholder is what's like already filled out to kind of give the consumer or the shopper like the kind of a kickstart. Oh, I put that there. So what we did here is I then put we wanted street, city, state, zip, and it's really neat. Once you implemented those, you save them. You can then drag and drop depending on what what order you want them in. And as soon as you save it, it's pretty neat. It literally goes to the live environment right away. So as I was building this out, I was able to kind of like troubleshoot, what did I want there? And then here's what's really neat. So that's obviously in the billing area. Anything that is actually going to be shipped, there is shipping fields. There's an additional field if the WooCommerce is tied to a shipping method. You can then even put more stuff. So if it's even more customization in that field. But for this case, so one of the other cool things that we did was additional fields, and you'll notice that's at the very bottom. And just like with most gift cards, we wanted to give the consumer the opportunity of adding a message saying, I love you, and come see us in Florida. So I put this on the additional fields, and you'll notice here, we've got it pretty simple. I coded it to match exactly what it's going to reflect. Once I added it, I hit save, and it immediately took effect, and it's really neat. So the client's loving it, it's really useful to the consumer, and it's always customizable. So if you can make change additions. But anyways, I figured I would share this. Once again, just a really neat plugin for any type of e-commerce is out there using WooCommerce. Hulk and duck it.